channel message. Listen, 60, the number 60 could be significant here. Okay. Someone could be 60 years old or born in the 60s. All right. In addition to that, 60 seconds or 1 minute could be specific. Okay. To someone in this collective. Take it out. It resonates. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels, for this message. Y'all, some of you guys in this collective, you have become the biggest mystery walking for some people. Okay. And the reason this is so is because you have redefined who you are and what you stand for by setting boundaries, by determining your worth, and setting a price, a bar that is not reachable for everyone. Okay. You're not trying to be everything for all parties involved. Okay. You're not even trying to be accessible to everyone anymore. You don't want to be friends with everyone. You don't want to pretend. You don't want to fake. You don't want to be false. You don't want to do none of that shit that you once did that had everybody knocking at your door, but for the wrong reasons. Okay. See, they're pissed off with you because you were the type of person that was always available to provide clues. Okay. In this mystery of whoever folks think you may be. Okay. If you were going out to McDonald's, you was sharing it on social media. If you took a family trip, there were pictures of it. Okay. Shared to folks. There was always someone at some point who thought they had unlimited access to you. But now the tables have turned, okay? And you've walked into a new beginning, a higher timeline, and you can't go back to the old, even if you wanted to, all right? And that gets people all up in arms because it's like, who the fuck are you to think that you're better than me? But it's not that you think that you're better than them, you know that you are. You know that you're the star. You know that you've been the black sheep of your family, your community, your school, your classmates. You know that you never fit in with them individuals. And now that you're acting upon that, it's a problem. Ciao. They walking around here like you collective are the game of Clue. Okay? And it's frustrating some people because they ain't getting no further than they were. Okay? When they thought they knew you. Now they just gonna have to sit and watch and wait for you to reveal what you want revealed. Because see, some people got it confused. They think that whatever it is that you could be posting online, whatever it is that you could be sharing on your blog, okay, or on your podcast, I'm hearing take that as it resonates. They thought that that was always what was going on with you, that they knew everything, but that was only what you desired to share. And that is the big hoo-ha of social media. All right. Is that these are snapshots, these are glimpses. This is what people want you to see. And usually it is the positive moments. Okay. And for those that are vulnerable and transparent enough, they'll show you a bit of both. We got the death card coming out first. I can't make this shit up if I wanted to. Okay. Endings are here. You are no longer who you once were. Okay. You could have been seeing nines. All right. Definitely seeing ones. Okay. 111, 1111. All right. But yeah, you're going through a huge metamorphosis. This wasn't just a transformation on the surface or for those that were watching to see. This was something that you went through the mud, okay, to proclaim. This is something that took you through some shit. And now you walking. You see this white horse, okay? You see this white horse. You got your head up high. You okay with the losses that you experience because you know that the gains and the wins are far more than anything that you could have lost in this process. Okay? There are people who are laying down because they feel like they've lost when it comes to you. There is no going back. And they're absolutely right. There is no going back. Okay? Yeah, you've developed some boundaries, okay? It's almost like you got a whole new outlook, okay? Remember how families back in the olden days used to have crests and things of that nature? It's like you taking up a crest, you taking up a coat of arms, and you ain't going. You are not going. All right. You went through a period of anxiety and depression, okay? And that's all right. We got the Nine of Swords here. That's okay. Gemini energy is heavy. I'm seeing that somebody could have even been wearing a mask. Okay, because it was almost like you were trying to hide the parts of you that were requiring you to go into your shadows and spend some time, but you were putting on a mask for other people to make them think that everything was okay. All right, but you came to a fork in the road in which you had to make decisions. You had to make decisions that were going to benefit yourself. All right, air signs are heavy here. All right, in the energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay, water could be significant here. People thought you were cold and callous, but you've always been a water barrier. A water barrier. Hmm. For some reason, I'm getting the notion that me saying that when I intended to say you've always been a water carrier, I said you've always been a water barrier. And perhaps that is because if you've got placements in air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you're the person who thinks more than you act upon your feelings. So you sort of are the person that culminates out of your analytical mind and not from the heart space. Okay, but you've learned to balance these things. All right, yeah, you completed the task even if you had to complete the task on your own. All right, we got the 10 of wands. All right, and now I'm gonna end this here. Justice is here. Okay, red could be significant. All right, someone could actually be a Libra. Libra season could be significant. October, the month of October. Okay, the month of October, and no, let's put it like this: September, October, November could be significant here for you. All right, you could have went through a very difficult spell in that time frame. Okay, but now justice is here. You're gonna get everything that you deserved. Okay, and more. All right, whatever was in balance, whatever folks were doing behind your back to pull the wool over your eyes, to have you believe one thing when it was not necessarily such, the illusions, the lies, okay, the deceit, all that shit is coming out into the open, and you're going to see how this is going to level out for you, how you're going to find balance, how you're going to find peace, how you're going to find harmony. All right. Yeah. And you're going to have help. Bottom of the deck, we got the King of Pentacles. You are going to have help. Okay. And you're going to have help where wealth is concerned. There's somebody that's coming in who is going to help you. They're going to not just be a romantic interest, but a life mate, somebody you can do this life with. Okay. They're going to be extremely abundant and very generous about how they handle you. Okay. 800 as I say that on my timer. Get ready, baby, because here they come. Mwah.